Hello, hello, hello. This is Jenna Cantor, and physical therapist. I'm the founder of Powerful Performer, coming on to talk about this really, really great study. This study is golden. It really it investigated anxiety and shame and how that affects a performer. Okay, so this was a cross-sectional. So what this means is that in this particular case, they did a survey time. We can't really pause, but we can see how much they are related to each other, how much shame and anxiety is related to things. So childhood dancers, there were 219 participants. They were actually from a different study, dresses for dancers. And from the study, the people were ages 18 to 59 years, and 178 were women. So if we were going to start comparing sexes, that really is not so ideal. Hey, Kristen. And then the concert venues. They had varying degrees of training in specific styles. So this is something to definitely keep in mind. Keep in mind for yourself. So they psychological illness. So what they did is they filled out these, separated the people who filled out the surveys into two groups: people who they categorized as low shame, and then people that they categorized as high shame people. So people with low shame, there were 193, and people with high. So they got this information from these surveys. They found that the high distribution of actually in emotional, physical abuse, sexual abuse, and emotional neglect. They also noticed that shame and anxiety had a direct effect on self-esteem. Child adversity had a direct effect on anxiety and shame. Now, I want to just pause with these results. They're saying direct because it's just a snapshot, and let that you and think, oh, that is the cause. There's just a really, really strong relation here. You cannot say it causes when you're just getting this information from a survey. This is not very high on the scale of quality of studies. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. But it is good to know, and it would be good to see if there are more higher and greater studies that are looking into the relation of shame and anxiety on self-esteem and so on. So their conclusion in this study, and now when we get into the conclusion, is and buffer the effects of history of childhood adversity. This is a good thing to look into and consider as a physical therapist, as a dance teacher, as a person who's part of the community, and you might see somebody who might be to help them out, or even reflect on it yourself if you deal with any shame. I definitely have my own personal history. If you follow any of my stories, where I have been working on overcoming shame from my life, and it has been a big thing, a positive thing for me. I've personally experienced in feeling more confident in who I am. That is it on this study. I hope it's helpful. Definitely, please always look at the limitations when you're looking at studies, but I think this study is really looking at something that is extremely valuable in helping you achieve the career you want.